Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. So I hope you all are extremely well and are enjoying the coding journey. So today in this class we are going to discuss a very interesting question, that is how to find the largest BST subtree. Right? So in this question we are given a tree, a binary tree, and we have to find the largest BST subtree. That is that subtree which is a BST and that must be the largest. Right? So let's first of all discuss what the question is. So in this question, let's suppose we are given a tree like this, right? So we have to find the largest BST subtree in this, right? So how can we solve this question? First of all, we'll check the children's, right? So we'll check if 12 is a BST or not. So we can see that 12 is a BST. And the size of it is, this is 1. Next, it will check is 37 a BST or not. Yes, it is a BST and the size is 1. Now Mr. Camera knows what is a BST and how to find that a particular tree is BST or not. If you don't know, then I recommend you to please watch the previous video, that is to find is the tree is a BST or not, right? Only then you can understand this video, this question, right? So please watch the previous video if you didn't watch that, right? So next it will check is 27 a BST or not. So we can see that 27 is a BST. Why? Because all the nodes present in the left of 25 are smaller than 25, and all the nodes present in the right of 25 have values greater than 25. So 25 is a BST and the size of this is left, size of left, size of right plus 1. That is 3. Right? Next it will check is 75 is 62 a BST or not. Yes, it is a BST and the size is 1. Next it will check for 80. Yes, it is a BST and the size is 1. Next it will check is this subtree. This subtree is a BST or not. Yes, it is a BST and the size is 3. Size of left plus size of right plus 1, right? Next it will check is 50 a BST or not. So we can see that 60 is a BST, so it will return true, and the size of 50 is 3 plus 3 plus 1, that is 7. So it will return the BST that is with the maximum size. So it will return 50 as the answer, with 50 as answer with size of 7, right? So we have to find the largest BST in this tree. 50 at the rate with the size of 7. This is the node which is representing the largest BST subtree, and this is the size of that largest BST subtree, right? So let's understand how we can do this. Let's try to code it out and then we'll perform the dry run, right? Let's move to the code part first. So I again request to you to please watch the previous video, that is to find is the tree a BST or not, right? So in that we need a class. We name that class as pair, right? So we need at each node to check whether it is a BST or not, we need the maximum value, the minimum value, because we have to find is the data present at the node is greater than the all the values present at the left subtree and smaller than all the values present at the right subtree. So we need maximum value and the minimum value. Next we need a boolean variable, that is BST, to check if the left and right subtrees of a particular node are BST or not. a particular node can be a BST if and only if all the nodes, all the subtrees, that is the left subtree as well as the right subtree is also BST. So we need a Boolean variable to check if the subtree is BST or not. Next we need a node. Let name is at M node. This node will represent the node which is representing the maximum, the node having the largest subtree, right? Here the value of M node will be 25. For this subtree, the value of M node will be 25, which is representing the node with the largest subtree. Next we need a variable size which is representing the size of the largest subtree, right? So here at this node the size will be 3 and maximum node will be 25, right, for this subtree, right? So in the class pair we need these 5 things, right? So let's declare this. First of all we need a minimum, next we need a maximum, next we need a Boolean variable to check are the subtrees are BST or not. Next we need a node that is representing the root of the subtree which is the largest BST, right? So we need a variable, let's say it's M node. Next we need a variable size which is representing the size of the largest subtree, right? So let's declare a constructor of this class. Maximum Boolean is BST, node, M node, maximum node and a size. So let's initialize them. Again, I request you to please watch the previous video for understanding this, to find that a particular tree is BST or not. Right? So we have created our class. Now Mr. Camera knows why we need this class and how to check whether a particular tree is a BST or not. So if you don't know, then please watch the video, previous video, right? Next we have to create a function to find the largest BST subtree, right? So it will return the object of that class. So the return value is pair. Let we name this function as largest BST subtree, right? So we'll pass the node, right? Let me, yes. Now in this function, first of all, we have to check whether a node have to check whether the left and the right subtree is BST or not. So it will call its children. First of all, the left children. It will call the function to check whether the left child is a BST or not, right? Then it will call its right child. Right? Now, after calling the left and right child, the node will check if this node will check if I am a BST or not, right? So how can we check this? Mr. Camera know this. If you don't know, again I recommend you to watch the previous video, right? So if left of BST is true, that is if the left subtree of that node is a BST, right? So if this Boolean variable of the left subtree is true and the right subtree is also a BST, right? Which means that the left and right subtrees are BST, then it will check if I am a BST or not. So it will check if the value present at the node is greater than the the maximum value of left subtree, right? So the maximum value of left subtree here is 12, so it will check, 25 will check if I am greater than the maximum value of this subtree, left subtree, right? So it will check if node or data, that is if I am greater than the maximum value of left subtree, that is left dot max. Left dot max is going to represent the maximum value of the left subtree. Next, the node, it will check if I am smaller than the minimum value of right subtree, right? Smaller or equal to. Now for a node to be BST, it must be smaller than the maximum value of right subtree, which means that all the values present at the right subtree must be greater than this value, then this will be a BST, right? Right? Now, if all these conditions are true, then the particular node is a BST. So first of all, we have to create a answer, the answer object, right? Let we name it as answer. So here we'll pass the maximum value as 0, minimum as 0. The value of is BST, let first it's false. Then we'll pass the maximum node, let it be null for now, and the size, let it be 0. So if all these conditions are true, then our object, that is our node, is the BST. So we'll store true in the boolean variable that is representing if the node is BST or not. So we'll set this variable as true, which means that that particular node is a BST, right? Next we'll set the maximum and minimum value of this node, right? So answer dot max. The maximum value of this node will be, now see, if we are going to find the maximum value of this node, then we know that all the values greater than this node are present at the right of the subtree. So we'll check if the maximum value of right subtree and this, the value of the node. So we'll choose the maximum of them, the maximum value of right subtree and the node value, node dot data. So we'll set the maximum at that. So it will be math dot max of node dot data. The data of the node can also be greater than the right subtree, the maximum value of right subtree and the maximum value of right subtree. Same is for min. For this, if you want to clear this concept more appropriately, then I again recommend you to watch the previous video, right? Now we know that all the smaller values are present on the left subtree. So the smaller of this subtree will be the node dot data or the minimum value on the left subtree, right? Now we'll find if the node is BST or not. Then we have to set the maximum node and the size as the maximum size. This subtree which is representing the maximum size, we have to set as that. So first of all, we'll check if the node itself is a BST or not. That is, if the node itself is a BST or not. Now we know that if this node is a BST, then it will be greater than all its right as well as the left subtree. Why? Because the size of this will be size of left subtree plus the size of right subtree and plus the size of itself. So if this node is BST, then it will be maximum because the size of this is greater than the size of the right and the size of the left. So if this is BST, we'll set the maximum node as node. The node itself is representing the largest subtree, is equal to node, and the size of this will be the size of left subtree plus the size of right subtree plus 1. Right? Now, if this node is not a BST, then the largest BST will be either the left subtree or the right subtree. And we have to set the maximum, the size of which is maximum. So we'll check if the size of left subtree is greater than the size of right subtree. Then we'll set the M node as, set the maximum node as the left node, right? And we'll set the size as the size of the left subtree. The size of the left subtree. This will perform only if the node itself is not a BST. Else the size of right subtree is greater, so we'll set the maximum node as the right subtree. And the size of maximum node will be the size of right subtree. Now you can have a doubt that why we are not checking if the left subtree is a BST or not, or if the right subtree is a BST or not. So your this doubt will be cleared when we perform the dry run of this question. So we'll simply return this answer. Right? So in the main function, we have to create an object of this class, that is pair. We have to call this function, that is largest BST subtree, and we'll pass the root, and we have to print the output in this format. The node that is representing the largest BST subtree, and then the add the rate symbol, and then the size of the largest BST subtree. Right? So let's perform a dry run of this question. So let's draw a new tree so your concept will be more clearer. Right? So let's draw a new tree. $25, $12, here it's $37, $30, $40, here it is $75, $62, $87, $60, $77, and then $51, $61, $74, and $78. Let's suppose this is our binary tree and we have to find the largest BST subtree in this. Right? So in the code we have to add the base case that if we reach the leaf node, then what we have to return. So let's first add the base case that if we got a node as null, that is we reach the leaf node, then we have to simply return a object of the pair class with the minimum value set as integer dot max value. Let me check if it's Firstly, minimum or maximum. So in the class, we first have minimum, right? We have a same pair class here, so let's name this as pair 1, right? It's pair 1. So we set the minimum value as integer dot max, that is infinity. Why? Because when it's going to compare the leaf node with the, when we reach the leaf node, then we'll set the minimum value as that the value of the leaf node only, right? So we'll set the minimum value as infinity. So when it's compare anything with infinity, we'll get the value present at the leaf node, right? So next we'll set the maximum value for the base case as integer dot, that is minus infinity. Again the reason is same. When we reach the leaf node, then we know that the minimum value is the value present at that leaf node only. So we'll set the maximum base case maximum value as minus infinity. Next we'll set the boolean variable is BST as true, since we know that when there is no node present, then it's also BST, right? Next we'll set the maximum node as null for now, and the size is, let's suppose, 0, right? So this will return a base, this will be returned in the base case, right? So let's move to the dry run. So firstly it will move to here, right? So 12 at the base case, 12 will get infinity, minus infinity, true, null, and the last one is size 0. Again here it is getting the same thing. So it will, the 12 at the base case, the value of these, the pair class will become, when it will compare minus infinity with the 12, so it will get the minimum value as 12, it will get the maximum value as 12, the BST is true, the node will be set to 12, and the size will become 0 plus 0 1. So this will be returned to 12. So at 12 the value set of the value for these 5 things will be this: the minimum, the maximum, the value of is a boolean variable, that is BST, the value of maximum node, and the size, right? Now this maximum node is representing the node of the largest BST subtree, right? Same for the case of 30, it will return 30, 30, true, 30, and the size is 1, right? Same for the case of 40, it will return 40, 40, true, 40, and the size is 1. The leaf node, this value for leaf node will remain same, it will return 51, 51, true, 51, and the size is 1. Same for 61, 61, 61, true, 61, and the size is 1. Same for 74, it's 74, 74, true, 74, and the size is 1. 78, 78, true, 78, and the size is 1. 87, 87, true, 87, and the size is 1. So all the leaf nodes are going to return this in the pair class, right? So when we reach this, after this it will reach these leaf nodes, and after this it will reach at there. Let's follow this code. So now 37, at 37 37 will check if I am a BST or not. So we can see that the value present in the left subtree of 37 are smaller and the value present at the right subtree of 37 are greater than 37. So 37 is a BST. So the variable is BST is set to for this, right? Now the maximum is the maximum of this and this, the maximum of 37 and 40. So the maximum will be set to 40. Minimum, the minimum of 37 and 30. So the minimum will be set to 30. And next the maximum node. Now it will check if 37 is a BST. 37 is a BST. So the size of 37 will be greater than the its subtree. So the value of maximum node will be set to 37 here, and the size now become the size of left, the size of right plus 1, that is 3. So at 37, the value of 5 things we are storing in the pair class set to this, right? Now at 25, 25 will check if I am a BST or not, right? So we know that the value present at the left of 25 are smaller than 25, and the value present at the at the right subtree of 25. So the minimum value at this is 30. So 25 is less than 30. So this is a BST. The value at this node must be greater than the maximum value in the left subtree and must be smaller than the minimum value in the right subtree. Again, for this you have to watch the previous video, that is to find if a tree is BST or not. So the value of this will be set to true, that is 25 is a BST, right? Now the minimum value for this is the minimum of 25 and 12, that is 12, and the maximum is the maximum of 25 and 40. So the maximum of this is 40. Now 25 is a BST. Here it will check if 25 is BST. So 25 is a BST, so it will be larger than all its subtree, that is the left and the right subtree. So the maximum node is set to 12, and the size of this will be the size of left, that is 1, plus the size of right, that is 3, plus 1. So the size of this will be 1. Now this size is representing the size of the largest BST subtree up till now, right? So up till 25, the largest BST subtree has a size of 5, and 12 is representing the largest BST subtree up till now, up till 25, right? Next, it will move to the right subtree, right? So it will move to the right subtree. Now at 60, 60 will check if I am a BST or not. Now 60 is greater than the value present in the left subtree, that is the maximum value of left subtree, and it is smaller than the minimum value of right subtree. So it is a BST. Let me write it over here. So 60 is the BST, and the minimum value will be set to the minimum of 60 and 51, that is 51, and the maximum value will be set to the maximum of 60 and 61. So the maximum is 61. Now the 60 is a BST, so 60 will be the largest because it is larger than all its subtrees. So 60 is largest. Now the size of this will be 3, right? The size of left plus the size of right plus 1, right? So 60 will return this pair. Now 77 will check if I am a BST or not. So we can see that 77 is a BST, so it will return true. The minimum is set to the minimum of 74 and 77, so the minimum is 74. The maximum is set to the maximum of 77 and 78, so the maximum is 78. Now 77 is representing the largest BST subtree up to 77. So maximum node is 77 and the size is again 3, right? So 77 will return this pair. Now 62 will check if I am a BST or not. For 62, now 62 will compare its value with the maximum value of the left subtree. Now the maximum value of left subtree is 61. So 62 is greater than 61, right? So 62 is greater than 61, that is the maximum value of left subtree, and 62 is smaller than the minimum value of right subtree. The minimum value of right subtree is 74. 62 is smaller than this minimum value, so 62 is a BST. Now the minimum value will be set to the minimum of 62 and the minimum of left subtree. The minimum of left subtree is 51, so the minimum will be set to 51 and the maximum will be set to the maximum of 62 and the maximum of right subtree. So the maximum of right subtree is 78, so it is greater than 62, so the minimum is set to 78. Now 62 is representing the largest subtree, largest BST subtree up to 62. So 62 is representing the maximum node and the size of this will be 3 plus 3 plus 1, that is 7. Right? Next, we will find the pair for 87, right? Next, 75 will check if I am a BST or not, right? So for 75, we'll check if 75 is greater than the maximum value of left subtree. 62 is representing the left subtree of 77, so it will check if 75 will check if I am greater than the maximum value of left subtree. So the maximum value of left subtree is 78. So 75 should be greater than 78. But this condition is false now. This means that 75 is not a BST. Right? So it will return false. The maximum value is again set to the minimum value is again set to the minimum of 75 and the minimum of left subtree, that is 51, and the maximum value is set to 87. Now it will check. Here it will check if 75 is BST or not. So this condition become false because 75 is not a BST, right? So it will check if the left of 75. So there is no need to check if the left of 75 is BST or not, because after checking this only will reach at this condition. If this is not a BST, then will not reach at this point. So after checking that all the left subtree and right subtree of 75 is a BST, will reach here. So there's no need to check if the left or the right subtree are BST or not here. So I hope this is clear to you, right? So next, if it will only check the size of the left and the right subtree. So it is clear that the size of the left subtree is greater, right? So the maximum node will be set to 62 only. This size, the maximum node of left subtree, and the size will be set to the size of left subtree, that is 7. Right? Now 50 will check if I am a BST or not. Now we can see that the left subtree of 650 is the BST, that is 25 is the BST, but the right subtree of 50 is not a BST, that is 75 is not a BST, so 50 is not a BST, right? So it will return false, it will store false in the Boolean variable. So it will check here if 50 will check here if I am BST or not. So 50 is not a BST, then it will check the size of the left subtree. Right? So the size of left subtree 25 is greater than the size of left subtree is 5. Right? So the size of left subtree of 50 is size of left, that is 25. The size of 25 is 5. 5 is greater than the size of right subtree. So the size of right subtree stored here is 7. So it will check if 5 is greater than 7. The answer is false. Right? So it will go in the else condition, that is the maximum node stored at the right subtree of 50, that is 62, and the size will be stored as the size of this, that is 7. So it will return 62 at the rate the size 7. Right? So I hope you are clear with the concept that we don't need to check if the left subtree is BST or not, or and the right subtree is BST or not, since we only come at this point after checking that this left and this right subtree is BST. So we are storing the size of maximum node up to the particular node in m node variable, and in the size variable of pair class we are storing the size of the largest BST subtree, the tree which is BST, and we are storing that size in this node, right? So we are getting our desired answer, right? So I hope you are clear with the concept. So let's try to run that code. We are getting a compilation error at line number 100. Here we'll have to create a new object of the pair1 class. Here in the output we have to return the data present at the value, that is the node representing the largest BST subtree, right? So let's try to run it now. Right. So we are getting the expected output. Let's try to submit it. So correct answer. So I hope the question is clear to you. Again, I recommend you to please watch the last video of finding is a tree is a BST or not. Only then you can understand this in the appropriate way, right? So if we talk about the time and space complexity for this, then the time complexity will be big of n, because we have to traverse in each node to find is that node is a BST or not. So the time complexity will be big of n, and the space complexity will be the height of the big of height of the tree, whatever will be the height of the tree, right? So I hope you understand the question. So try it on the website, right? So if you like the question and you understand with the concept, then please drop a like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Have a nice day and happy coding.